Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name is Glide, here today on Black Desert Mobile, giving you a guide dash kind of breakdown on how I play both of the classes, Primrose and Lotus. And let me tell you guys right now, I will say both of these classes are pretty freaking amazing. I would rank both of them honestly S tier. That's just how good I think of them. They can keep up with any class in the game, Awakened Wusa, Grandmaster, Yacha, pretty much whatever you can think of, this class can handle. But we're going to be going over Primrose here first. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. Go over here to the practice arena. So yeah, guys, this class, Primrose, she kind of specializes in slowing down the other player's attack speed and just debuffing them to kind of hinder them from even actually like doing their combos. And so yeah, that's what makes this class pretty special. But for the first combo I have here, you'll do a little something like this. And so just go ahead and buff yourself first, and you'll go in like this. Alright, and you'll just get out of there like that. And so that's the first combo. For the second one, you could do a little something like this. She has this skill here. What's it called? Glacial? Yeah, Glacial Wall. And so this will actually freeze the other player on hit. And so yeah, you'll just do a little something like this. And yeah, that's probably like the highest damage combo I have with her so far. But yeah, I mean, those are the main two I really use. There's a lot of mix-ups and things she has that you can do. You could do a little something like this even. Right, let's get out of there. But yeah, let's go over the skills here. And so for the first skill, she has infinite, yeah, it's basically the word infinite and stab, just all in one word. They just confuse the absolute shit out of me. But yeah, very good skill. Highly recommend you use this. I got it inscribed with Ahab. You could inscribe it with Seret, but I don't know. With Primrose, I'm more focused on just doing damage, since she's already kind of a high damage class. She does have somewhat of one-shot capabilities, but not necessarily. It's very like finicky type of thing. And I would say the same with Lotus. But yeah, anyway, has an enhancement here. You can increase the attack range. It also has a bleed and decrease the other player's defense points. You got Moonrise. Don't really use this skill. I mean, I don't. Yeah, there's nothing really like good about it. I mean, it does have an inscription with Al, but it's just super weak, so it's not really a point in using it. You got Frost Halo, and so you probably could use this skill in place of Midnight Requiem. I believe that's how you say it. I've been using this skill, but yeah, you could probably use Frost Halo in place of that, since it does do technically more damage, I guess. I have it inscribed with Ahab, but that's if you want to use that. Has enhancement. That doesn't really matter unless it's like for PvE. It has a bleed. And what is this? DP? Yeah. Next one, absolute zero. I believe this is her highest damage skill, and she cannot be grabbed while doing this. Recover HP. I believe this will also decrease their attack speed. Mine isn't really like anything crazy because the skill's only level 2. So yeah. And also decrease their AP, which is kind of fucking broken if you actually get this leveled up. But I do have that inscribed with Al. I mean, it makes the most sense since it is her highest damage skill. Frigid Burst, this one. What is this actually? Oh, okay, yeah, this is her super armor skill. This is very good. It has 2 charges, and so this will also decrease their move speed. This will increase your DP and also inflict a bleed. And I'm starting to realize too, she has a lot of skills that inflict bleed, which is kind of surprising. Actually never noticed that. Glacial Wall, I think I talked about that a little bit, but she has a flow here. If you hold the skill down, she'll basically start flying around like this, and so it kind of actually is like a useful movement skill, but I don't recommend you just use it while the other player's like right in front of you, because you'll definitely get fucked up, because this isn't a super armor skill. But yeah, it's definitely good to use to move around the arena if you need it to, but otherwise it's just gonna freeze the other player, and this will decrease the move speed and increase your AP. I have that inscribed with Seret. You can inscribe it with LeBrave if you want, but I think Seret would probably be the better go-to on that one. Pedal Ward, this is a forward guard and also a super armor skill. So it's a forward guard in the beginning here when she casts it like that, and when she does, when she actually attacks, that's when it goes into a super armor. And so yeah, highly recommend you use this skill. It has a bleed and also a cooldown reduction that I unfortunately don't have yet, but yeah, the flow, you'll definitely want to turn that on. Increase your DP. Excuse me. After the first hit, apply super armor instead of forward guard. You'll definitely want to turn that on. I recommend. Cold Snap, also another very good skill. She'll be invisible while jumping and super armor while attacking. This is a stun on hit and not back on the last hit. Okay, I don't know, that kind of doesn't make sense to me, because it looks like you only hit the person one time with this skill, but maybe I'm mistaken. Anyway, Midnight Requiem, I kind of talked about this a little bit. I still don't have any enhancements for this one, surprisingly, but I do have an inscribed with Ahab, like I was saying earlier. If you want to get a little more damage, you could probably swap it out with Frost Halo, but I just like it for the Eternal Snow. I don't know if that really does like anything special, to be honest, but I just use it just because, honestly. And then you have Relentless Strike. I don't think this is a bad skill, but it's just not like useful enough for me to really care to use it. There are some enhancements, the attack range, and I think this adds an additional attack. Yep. And so you'll just knock up on the last hit for the other player when you hold it down, and it has an extra charge. Yeah, so you got General's Might. This is her self buff. Create Frost Flower, which is these 3 spears here, and so that's what her passive is, which I was talking about earlier. So yeah, literally, this class specializes in just decreasing attack speed, move speed, and she's actually immune to attack speed and move speed debuffs and bleed when using. Wow, that's insane. Apply biting cold, and so yeah, guys. I mean, you can kind of see already. I don't gotta say too much. This class is pretty freaking broken. But yeah, anyway, this is it for Primrose. This is what I got for her and the build and everything. So let's get right into Lotus and go over her skills and her combo rotations and things like that. Alright, you guys, so this is going to be part 2 of the video where I go over Lotus. And so yeah, like I was saying, both classes are absolutely amazing. If you're wondering which one is better though, I can't honestly really even say. My best opinion for you is just to try both of them out for yourself and just to see which one you like better, because I think they're both almost equally as good. I would say maybe I've gotten more closer to one-shotting people with Lotus than I have with Primrose, but their damage is relatively similar. But yeah, so let's go over the combos with this class and not really waste any time. Alright, so yeah, this class, it's basically just like Blade Master, but like a female version. So with the first combo I have here, you'll go ahead and use your self buff. And so yeah, you'll go in like this. Let's get out of there like that. That's the first combo I have for her. The second one is going to be a little something like this. And then yeah, you can just do a little something like that. So I haven't really come up too much with the third combo for this class. But to my knowledge, I mean, you can just do a little something like this, right? Boom. Get out of there like that. And yeah. Yeah, this class, it has a lot of mix-ups, just like Primrose. And I mean, you'll find out trying both of them for yourself, that, I mean, there's just a lot of variety with the combos you can do, but those are the ones that I would say are probably going to be the most useful and you'll get probably the most damage output. But yeah, anyway, let's go over the skills with Lotus. She has Crescendo here, and so for me, this is kind of more of like a movement skill just to get closer to the other player when you hit them with your charged shot or her arrow, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, pretty good skill. I mean, I recommend you use it. It has a bleed and increases her DP. Blood Moon is going to be a super armor skill. Also very good. This is a knockback skill, and at sight when you look at the damage, it doesn't really look like much, but in game this skill actually hits very freaking hard. And so she also has a flow here. I'm not really sure what this does. Or changes, cannot be grabbed while in stealth. I didn't know this class had a stealth mode, but anyway, this will also decrease their attack speed and decrease their DP. I've inscribed with Ahab for the extra damage. She also has another skill, Chaos. I don't doubt this is a good skill. I just haven't really tried it out like that. It has a flow, vibrant petals, also inflicts a bleed, and decreases the DP of the other player. I have it inscribed with Al. Yeah, I'm sure there's some use for this. I just haven't really tried it out, to be honest. Wind Slicer, another skill I highly recommend that you use. It's kind of like a range skill for a melee class, so pretty interesting to see, and it has some good range on it. So yeah, I recommend you use Ahib on it. You could also go Serret. It's totally up to you. I'm looking at it now and have everything inscribed with Ahib, so I'll just go ahead and inscribe that with Serret, just to kind of have some variety here. But yeah, very good skill. Highly recommend you use it. Next is Retaliation. So kind of like with Primrose, with her Petal Ward skill, this is damn near exactly the same, but it's just executed differently. If you turn I'm gonna just turn off both of the flows here, and initially the skill is like that. You know, there is no it won't do what you just at first saw. It'll be like that, to where you charge it up, right? But yeah, with this one, I believe it's still the same, but this time she'll do an additional attack at the end. I don't know why it's not showing it. Oh wait, that's probably why. Yeah. So perfect counter. And so yeah, that would be the final attack. And then Fluttering Petals. This is the one I recommend you use. It's badass as well. Whoops. But yeah, it'll look like that. Yeah, very good freaking skill, you guys. Charge Shot, also very good. It's like absolutely no reason should be not using this skill while playing Lotus. It's good just for catching the other player, and I mean, it's like literally free combo damage if you do hit them with this skill. It does have a decreased move speed and cooldown reduction enhancement, also a extra charge once you get it to level 2. Crescent Moon, I honestly want to use this skill. I just haven't used it. I haven't inscribed with Al though. It does have a enhancement to increase the range and also increase your crit chance, and a reduced cooldown enhancement. Blooming Divide. I think this is also like literally there's not really a bad skill in any of these classes kits. If I'm going to be completely honest, just some of them aren't as useful as the others. So yeah, Blooming Divide, highly recommend you use this. I have it inscribed with Ahib, and also I have the flow turned on for full bloom. Not really too sure exactly what this changes, but I guess just turn it on. Reduce target's MP and recover HP when you use a skill. Yeah. Flash Step. I used to actually use this skill when I first started playing this class. It has a flow as well, to where it increases the travel distance of the skill, and this also will, I guess, increase the like range of the skill pretty much, and reduce the cooldown as well. I have that inscribed with Al. This is also a very good skill that you could use in place of some other ones if you want to. I'm just personally not using it right now. Evasive Strike, definitely a skill I recommend that you use. She's invisible during the skill and decreases move speed, inflicts bleed, the flow. Here I think this just increases the distance, and then this will increase the attack range of the actual skill. So yeah, and Invigorate got her buff. It's just a self buff, typical buff enhancements, and then we have her passive here. Flowers remaining scent. I'm not really gonna go over that too much. You can just look and read here, and you can see when she has flowers remaining scent, the damage of crescendo is increased, and flash step will get an additional attack, and you can also increase the attack speed of blooming divide. It's pretty interesting. And Blood Moon, max final hits, use 3 times to reset duration, blah blah blah. But yeah, guys, that's it for this class. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I personally think both Primrose and Lotus are like S tier classes, at the very least A tier. But I want to know you guys' thoughts in the comments, and maybe, you know, things that you think maybe could be better, or, you know, just your honest thoughts on the class. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the clips, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.
Boy Jakey.
She wanna come to the drunk. She wanna glue the snake. I told her my cup. Yeah, that bitch take grade. I might hit your baby with a Brazilian thing. I took off my belt, I whipped her like I'm Pootie Tang. And I know I'm turned, and I know I'ma leave. One thing about Snakehead, that boy cannot cup for free. Switching, we on it, baby, it's God. You know that beat be blowing, man, getting that pussy get wet like the ocean. I told his eyes inside my system. I don't play with none of my brothers. That nigga, yeah, he was dissing. That nigga there, he was snitching. That nigga missed the name on live. He want police in his business. My son's hey, what did his kid? He had to have surgery. That nigga ain't staying on business. They keep talking about Cobra head. Is he what if he did it? Nah, they be clout chasing. I was somewhere in another bitty. She wanna come to the drunk. She wanna glue the snake. I told her my cup. Yeah, that bitch take grade. I might hit your baby with a Brazilian thing. I took off my belt, I whipped her like I'm Pootie Tang. And I know I'm turned, and I know I'ma leave. One thing about Snakehead, that boy cannot cup for free. We switching, we on it, baby, it's God. You know that beat be blowing.
don't gotta guess that. I'm holding my head and I give it the grip. She giving me service, I give it no tip. The black on my dress and I do like a rib. I'm driving too fast and I hope it don't flip. Hey, she think I'm in love, but I don't give no fuck. Out of her stomach, call me Tommy Tuck. You selling her money, you a little dummy fuck. Talking to him like I don't give a fuck. Hey, shooting that shit and that boy he gon' duck. Hey, you leave me alone. Hey, she sending her chicken, she filling her bowl. I'm flying from LA to Rome. Hey, I won't take you home, I'm gon' take you somewhere you dream. I'm with your bad butter, you feeling lean. I'm rocking my brother, you know that's my team. I'm sipping and drinking, this can't make me lean. I feel like a fiend. Ooh, you got me a fiend for you. I did not change, my money just grew. I'm driving to you in a few. I'm feeling like never like Rue. How can I help it? I'm holding my grudges. I'm taking you shopping, I don't got a budget. I cannot care, I gotta say fuck it.